Hi friends, today we're talking to Allie. Allie asks, what is socially appropriate to wear on a long flight? Great question, Allie. Yeah, flying is a weird situation, especially if you're flying overnight. I've seen people take pajamas into the airplane bathroom and change in there. Yeah, the little room that almost doesn't fit a tiny person. Don't do that. Flying is stressful enough as it is. Don't set yourself up for failure like that. A better idea if you have to transfer is to change before and after your long flight in the airport bathroom. And just make sure that you keep an outfit or two in your carry-on, not in your checked bag. I took a trip to Southeast Asia this past spring, and I wish I would have thought to do that. Not that I wasn't comfortable. I purposely wore this outfit that was kind of ambiguous loungewear that could pass for day or night. And I thought, oh, this will be so versatile. And yeah, it was, but by the time I got from my house to my Airbnb, I had basically been wearing the same clothes for 2 days that I slept in, and I just felt really gross. So your journey might not be quite that long, Allie, but might I recommend joggers? If you don't know, joggers are what we're calling sweatpants now, and you could just wear joggers and a soft t-shirt. It'll be less awkward than full-on pajamas, and then some cool sneakers, because it just seems like a sportier style is the most socially acceptable way to be comfortable in public. One thing I always like to bring is a blanket scarf. So this is a really useful item to have. It's just a huge, humongous scarf, and you can use it as a wrap. You can use it for a blanket on the plane. You can bunch it up and use it as a pillow. You're asking about socially acceptable. You could wrap your hair in it if you're going someplace really conservative, not like this. But you know, go in the airplane bathroom and configure it. But yeah, that's something we should mention too. Socially acceptable depends on where you're flying from and where you're flying to, so you have to think about that too. But that's where a blanket scarf is great, because you could use it to cover anything you need to cover. And I always recommend, you know, dressing for the more conservative culture. But if you bring a scarf or just pack another outfit in your bag, you don't have to worry about it. So bring a blanket scarf, and don't wear a polyester vintage dress. That is not a good choice for a long flight. Another thing I want to mention is taking shoes off. I've noticed that Americans sometimes are put off by this, but in cultures where it's standard to remove your shoes before entering a residence, it's the same people that are taking their shoes off on the plane a lot of times. And honestly, for a long flight, especially where you're sleeping overnight, I think it makes sense, and let's all just be tolerant of other customs, because it's not that weird, right? Anyway, one thing I like to do also, and this is good for going through the security line, is just wearing slip-ons. That way, if you slip your shoes off, it's not a big deal, and it just makes it easier for traveling. Allie, I hope that helps, and I hope you have a great trip. Tell me in the comments where you're going. And if anyone is watching this that has some good travel wear tips for Allie, also leave that in the comments. And if you have a style question, send it to thegooddresser@gmail.com. Thanks for making the world a better looking place. Thanks for watching.